Sunday. Wow, it's been a minute. So I'm gonna take you guys with me as I go do a little bit of grocery shopping at Hmart. And just see where the day goes. I'll have to, you know, catch you guys up somewhere in this vlog. It's been a minute since I picked up the camera. What has it been? It's been 3 months, or probably a little bit, almost over 3 months. Yeah, so with all that rambling being said, I'm just sitting here trying to like cool off. And I see why I'm not getting cool quickly, because I didn't have the circulation button pushed. There we go. Air. This is Texas. It's hot. It feels like 100 degrees. But yeah, I'm excited to be back filming. I'm slowly getting my motivation back. It's been some difficult months. I thought we were like past the worst of, you know, I thought 2020 was bad. Not even we, this is a personal thing. Not even we, I just, you know, I thought 2020 was gonna be more than what it has been. But it has not. It's been technically worse than 2020 for me. Technically worse than 2016 for me, but I'll explain all that later. But let me get going. I'm not sure why I'm leaving so late in the day. Literally 3:47. Like, what is wrong with me? I usually like to get up early and go do things, but I slept the day through. But yeah, I'll see you guys at Hmart. Okay guys, I was gonna take you into Hmart with me, but I was on a video call with my mom the whole time. Cut Drake down. You saw a little bit of like what I bought, but I'll take you guys with me another time, because I come to Hmart often. I don't know if anyone else does this, but like, do you ever go grocery shopping and then you're like, you know what, I don't feel like cooking, I'm gonna buy something? And what better thing to buy than the new BTS meal? You know I love BTS. I mean, hopefully you know that. I've only done one video on anything K-pop related, and it was a BTS video. It's sad, like I downloaded McDonald's just so I can order the BTS meal. That's so funny. But anyway, I do not want to ride in this rain. You guys can see I'm procrastinating. I hate driving in rain. I really hate driving in rain. BTS meal. Got my BTS meal. I haven't eaten it yet. It's off here to the side, but I really adore that BTS name is on here and the purple logo, and it's all around the bag, and how cute. And honestly, I knew it was coming out, but I didn't pay too much attention to like what merch would be with it. And this is not technically merch. Like, I don't want to keep this because it's a form of courting to me, but I will take a picture, and I have that on my phone, and you know, it's there. But I don't want to actually keep the paper bag, you know what I'm saying? I want to put sentimental value on it. I'm one of those type of people. So anyway, the BTS meal, like I mentioned before, or if you don't know, it's just a 10-piece chicken nugget with the order fries and a Coke. I like to drink my sodas with no ice, because I don't like ice in my sodas if it's already cool. And I just don't like ice in my drinks very much. Anyway, that's rambling. You don't care about that. So I got my Coke, no ice. I kind of wish the cup had BTS on it too. That I probably would keep, but I'm not gonna keep the bag. So anyway, got my BTS meal, and I'll just show you quickly. I got my 2 sweet chili sauces, which I didn't get last time because for some reason even though in the app I selected it, they gave me the Cajun for some reason. But anyway, what I got from Hmart, I just got some lettuce to make wraps when I cook up, like, you know, chicken or beef or pork belly or whatever. And then I always have like a batch of rice on the side, and I always put a little bit of the Korean songjeon sauce right here. So I always have this, and it's just really tasty. I don't really know how to describe the flavors. It's just really tasty and amazing. And so even if you don't have like the Korean sauces or whatever, like the gochujang sauce or the songjeon sauce or the soybean or whatever, just putting meat in veggie, like wrapping it up in a veggie wrap, and it's just delicious, and it feels healthier eating it in a wrap versus having bread or biscuits or cornbread on the side, even though I am a southern girl and I love cornbread and biscuits and all of that. I got some bean sprouts because I like to put my bean sprouts in my noodles sometimes, which I just started doing this not long ago, but sometimes I'll make up like a soup base or whatever and put these in, and these are pretty much like noodles. Like once they cook down, they're like eating noodles. So if you put these with noodles, you sometimes can't tell the difference if it's a noodle or if it's the bean sprout. So I love these, but you gotta eat these fairly soon because bean sprouts don't last very long, you know. So I'll be eating those pretty soon, like within the next day or so. I got a bunch of green onions. I like going to Hmart for these as well because the small ones like these are $3-4. I got some soft tofu because there's like this Korean like it's like a kimchi stew sort of dish. They have like the Korean stews are just so amazing. I make them all the time. They're so easy. They're like one pot meals, and this is usually like for a particular Korean stew. You put this in at the end. You can either use like the square one, I think. It probably doesn't matter. It probably doesn't even matter if you want firm, you can put that in, but the traditional dish calls for the soft tofu, and they always like cut it and they just like squeeze it in and just kind of chop it in little, you know, little dollar sizes or whatever. So 2 of those. A lot of the Korean, and if you don't notice this, I'm a huge Korean cuisine fan. Like I love pretty much all Asian dishes, but Korean is just like up there for me. And so a lot of the dishes that I make, I always am missing the red pepper flakes. So my mother recommended this one because she said I bought this for her, which I can't remember, but apparently I bought it for her. Sucky, get out the litter box. I love you though. You get in a litter box at the most inopportune times, like when I'm in a staff meeting or something, or I'm in a meeting and it's time for me to cut my mic on. You hear him in the litter box swiping away. So yeah, so this is the coarse one. So my mom recommended this one, so I'm gonna put this in like a container. I think I got a little cute container. If not, I'm gonna buy one, but I think I have a little cute container I can put this in. Kind of like I do. I get these from Dollar Tree. Like I keep my brown sugar in this one, so I'm gonna use another one to put the red pepper flakes in. Dollar Tree has some great finds, by the way, for the kitchen. We're just literally just saying. So yeah, so a lot of Korean dishes call for red pepper flakes. So yeah. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I got a pound of garlic. I usually buy this garlic right here, which I don't know yet if I want to throw it away because it's starting to get brown, but it's not old. Like it doesn't expire until October 2nd, 2022, but it's starting to get old. Like well, at least it's starting to brown, and I guess I find that odd, especially because it's in this is like an airtight container, so I don't know why it's turning brown. So with that being said, I decided to just buy the cloves, and as I need the garlic for my dishes, I will just crush them and chop them up as I need them, instead of just they sitting here and they're going brown like this. What else did I get? I got my nose is itching. I got a Korean radish, which I love Korean radishes. I have the pickle radish because I love pickle radish. I actually want to learn how to pickle it myself, but in the meantime I just buy these. So I have the regular, like the way it looks, just the white radish pickled, and then I have this one, which is also a pickle radish, but it's like it looks more like the way, you know, pickles look. I'm not really sure yet. I think I saw a video on how to make pickle radish, but it didn't really stick. I didn't write the recipe down because I'm like, I'll just buy these. They're super inexpensive. These are no more than like $2 to $3, and then I just chop them up and I eat them with all kinds of dishes or whatever. I actually bought this because I want to make my own like homemade black bean, what's it called? I'm trying, like the Korean name of it is escaping me, but my own basically Korean black bean noodle dish. I want to make my own and chop up my own veggies. Like I have potatoes. The only thing I don't have though is radish, but I guess you can put whatever veggies you want in it. But the traditional black bean noodle, it has radish, it has the Korean radish, it has potatoes, and I think it has zucchini. I don't have a zucchini. I started to pick one up too, but I didn't for some reason. But you know, whatever veggies you have on hand you can throw in there, but those are like the 3 that it usually comes with. What else did I get? And the last 2 things, the last 2 things I got, well, the last 3 things, I got another beef stock. It's pretty much just a bone broth, beef bone flavored soup or whatever. You can use this and just put noodles in it and flavor it up with something else, or you can use it as a base for some of the Korean stews, like for instance Buddha jjigae stew, which is my favorite. It's like basically army based stew, but the official name is Buddha jjigae. You can use water for the base, or you can use beef bone broth. The other one I have, which I already had this one, but I wanted to show you guys. This is the Jinga, I guess it's pronounced Jinga, the Freshest Korean Tradition brand. This is the one that I originally tried that I really like. This is, I bought it for my mom first, and she made me like a dish of it, and it was so good. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta buy me some. I usually find them on sale for $1.99. But lately, like, I don't see this brand for some reason, but I did see this brand today, so I'll see how different this one tastes. But it's like $1.99 usually on sale, but regular price is like $2.99. So there's that. Then I got 2 cases of strawberries. They were on sale. I like going to Hmart for my strawberries because I can often find them on sale for $1.49, like I did today, $1.49. And then the last things I got were my favorite, well, at least 2 of my favorite noodles. I have quite a few, but the kimchi noodles and the Jin ramen, the mild, are some of my favorites. Like some in my top 5 for sure. Especially these are my top 5. I should have bought 2 packages. I like that they have like the dried kimchi in here, but I like to put extra kimchi. Which, speaking of, I need some more kimchi. Oh wait, hold on, let me look. Yeah, I still have enough. I usually like to get the kimchi. It's like this brand. This is the Goyang brand, and it comes in like a big one, like this tall, for like maybe $16.99. It lasts me quite a while. This one is $9.99, but it still lasts me a while as well. Well, not a long while, but it lasts. I love this kimchi. I want to try different brands, but every time I go, and once I run out, I always gravitate towards this brand. I don't know why. It's so good. It's not super spicy, and then maybe why I always gravitate towards it, because some kimchi is like, traditional kimchi is usually super spicy, but this is perfect. It's not spicy at all. At least to me, it's not. It's delicious. I love kimchi. So I usually add extra kimchi to my kimchi noodles, or just my noodles in general. I'll eat kimchi with all my noodles, to be quite honest with you. I'm just a fan of kimchi. But these right here are super mild, but what I like about getting the super mild and kind of bland noodles, I can add more things to them. Like for instance, green onions. I could add some mushrooms, I could add some onions, I could add some tofu, add some shrimp, some chicken, some beef, like whatever, and just zhuzh it up and make it a super nice, sophisticated ramen. And it's good. And whenever you get a mild ramen, what I have learned to do, especially if it's like has hardly no taste, I just add a little bit of soy sauce, and it gives it all the flavor you need. So that was all I got from the grocery store. Nothing too big. I'm just super excited to make like my lettuce wraps though, but this right here, it just takes it to a whole new level. Like, delicious. So with that being said, let me put up my veggies and let me eat my meal, because my nuggets are getting cold and my fries are getting cold, so I have to warm them up. But yeah, I just want to come to you and show you what I got from Hmart. I hope you guys, and I'm Look like I'm not in focus. Have I not been in focus this whole time? It looks like my background is more in focus than I am. Like, what's happening? But anyway, hopefully all this was in focus. If not, this is gonna get cut from the video and you just see what's on the, I'll talk about it in another video. But I hope it was in focus. For your sake and my sake, we hope this was in focus. But anyway, what I want to do next, I think I'm gonna wrap up my green onion in paper towel and put them in a Ziploc bag. And my veggies, I didn't get a whole lot of veggies because I already have like a lot of frozen veggies. But I wanted these greens and bean sprouts for sure. But anyway, I'll come back to you guys, and let me stop rambling at this point. Okay. So yeah, okay, nothing special about the BTS meal. It's just, you know, sentimental to BTS fans that it's an American brand collaboration, you know. But other than if I want to be BTS, I wouldn't be eating this. I'm just supporting. That's what I tell myself. I'm just supporting. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to my K-dramas. I'm always watching K-dramas. That's what my life is all about when I'm not working. Right now though, I'm watching, which I'll probably start. Focus. Mental. Focus. I'm gonna start sharing with you guys in my vlogs coming up, like from here on, what K-dramas I'm watching, because, you know, in case you're not into dramas at all, or K-dramas, which I don't know why they call them K-dramas, because it's not always drama. But I'm gonna start sharing them. So the one I'm watching right now is W on Viki, because I have the Viki app. That's how I watch all my K-dramas. On the Viki app, it's called W, but if you look on Netflix, and it depends on where you live, because I can't find it here, but I have a VPN, so I can like switch countries and see all kind of shows on there. But when I switched to, like, I think it was India, they got a lot of the K-dramas that's on Viki that's not on American Netflix, and one of them is W, but on Netflix it's called W, Two Worlds Apart. It's really great. I love it. It's a great drama. Once I'm done, I'll probably tell you guys more about it, but I'm just on episode 11. It's 16 total, or 16 or 17 total, so I'm almost done with it. It's very dramatic. It's in the romance category, but that's a lie. It's clickbait. It's not in the romance category at all. I have a lot to say about that. I think my top favorite K-drama that I can watch over and over and over, I've probably seen it like 4 times now, 3 or 4 times, and I probably watch it again whenever I just can't find anything to watch. It's Goblin, or as it's now titled, Guardian, the Great and Lonely God. That is like one of my top K-dramas. That and What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. It's a lot, but yeah, you guys, I stay in K-dramas. So I'm gonna go now, and I'll be back. If not today, I'll be back tomorrow, because I'm probably gonna start making my wig. I bought some hair to make a wig, and I'm probably gonna start making that wig. If not, probably not today, because honestly I don't think it's not in me today, but probably tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, soon. We'll see. But I will be picking this camera back up pretty soon, so you guys will see me in the next clip. Okay, bye. Hi guys, so I'm back. I've been gone for over 3 months, almost going into 4. So anyway, where has Tanisha been? It's been 3 months. Where has she been? Okay. A lot has gone on. A lot has gone on since I last like uploaded a video, and so I didn't want to just upload a vlog and just not like hey guys, I'm back. Not that it really matters. I mean, to some of you it may matter, it may not, I don't know, but I prefer to like just give just an update, because there's been a lot going on, so much so that I was really just thinking like, you know what, screw YouTube, screw social media. Although I'm still pretty much I'm on an almost screw social media kick, but I'm not quite, like, not all social media. I definitely I've taken a break from social media. I deactivated like all my accounts for YouTube and like Pinterest. Like, I would never deactivate Pinterest. That's where I get a lot of inspiration from when it comes to like designing and just things to take me away from my, it gets me out of my head and gets me interested in something else. So the last step I'm going to do is moisturizer. I'm using this. This was a sample I got, I think, from a birthday thing. It's Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. So I'm using this because I never really use it very often, and I want to use it up and really see how my skin really likes it if I want to get the full size of this. So I do like the way my skin feels when I use this. But anyway, where have I been? So the last time you guys saw me on here, I was in Memphis visiting family, and I went home mainly because my best friend, she's getting married in November, and we needed to do our dress fittings, like all the bridesmaids, and as well as my friend had to do her wedding, you know, bride's dress, whatever, her gown, fitting for her gown. But then after that, everything just like fell apart. Like life just lifed, you know, and people were just people were peopling out here. And I'm a very sensitive, and I'm a very what's the word, I'm an empath. I'm very sensitive. I'm very much an introvert. But everything that went on just really like affected me. Like I had a lot that went on with family, just a lot of drama that I'm usually not, like, drama don't usually follow me. Like I'm one of those type of people, like, what's this, what's happening, like, oh wow, I didn't hear about that, wow, I didn't know. Like I'm one of those people usually. So, you know, family drama, my mother broke her foot, the storm hit, what else, one of my like closest friends passed away, and that's like what took me over the edge. Like, you know, I didn't plan on being in Memphis so long. Like I only planned to be there a couple weeks, and I was gonna, you know, head back to Austin. I was just in, out. You know, I went there for the dress fitting, my niece's birthday party, like that happened because I vlogged it. And then after all of that, like life just went downhill. Like it was just, what the F. But after the family drama, and losing my friend, like I was just not in a great mental space, and I was definitely not here for posting videos or even keeping up with all of my favorite vloggers. Like I'm just now starting to catch up because I'm just now getting into a place of like a little bit of happiness I'm finding for myself, you know, trying to carve out the happiness because, you know, I sought out a therapist. Like I just, you know, for one, I don't deal with death very well, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't, but I really don't deal with death very well. Like it's very, it takes a toll on me. Like I know, and I know this sounds weird to say because I'm sure it takes a toll on everybody, but like literally I'm just such a simple, like I'm so sensitive. Like I'm sensitive to a point where it's almost like life debilitating. Like it debilitates me, seriously. And if it wasn't for the fact that that snowstorm was a blessing and a curse. It was a curse on one end because I wanted to get out of Memphis. I wanted to, like, I was trying to run away so bad, but I just couldn't. Like, if it wasn't for the storm, I would have been out of Memphis because I was like, I can't deal with this. But I know it was a blessing in disguise because I was able to be with family. My mother, like, with a broken foot, she did as much for me as she could, you know. She made sure that I ate. Like, this is why I have not been able to sit down and like talk about this, and I really didn't want to, because that time was so difficult for me. I know if I had not been home, I wouldn't have eaten. I wouldn't have fed myself. Who knows like what would have happened. So I was stuck in Memphis for a reason. You know, another part of the blessing was that I wasn't here when the storm hit. So the stuff that, you know, my co-workers and my neighbors, like I just had so much like survivor's guilt. You know, I guess that's what you call it, because my neighbors were going through it, like no power for like a week or longer. Everyone's food was just destroyed. Like my food, I threw everything away once I got to Austin in March. But I just felt so much guilt on top of what I already was dealing with back home, and I'm still struggling. Like honestly, I'm still dealing. Like, you know, my grandmother passed when I was 16. It's just some people's, like I was trying to explain to my mom, and not like in a, you know, not trying to be lift one person up over the other. And even though, you know, I have family members who passed and I still mourn their deaths, but like I've never lost a friend. Like it's always been a family member, and it's usually like you knew that they were ill, you know, you knew that they were ill, they were older, or they had some kind of sickness. Like I had a cousin that passed away from sickle cell. There was like, I still, like his death still hits me. Like he died in 2017, right after I moved here. When I moved, right after I moved here, my father passed away in 2016. My uncle passed right before I moved here. There were so many deaths in my family clustered around that year of 2016, 2017 that I just, like, I couldn't deal. And so I'm like, I was told by a former coworker before I left Memphis, she was like, you know, you're getting older, Tanisha, you're in your 30s. And I hate to tell you this, but like the older you get, the more people you're going to see pass away, especially those who are sick. But like, I get that. I get people passing away, and you're like, okay, this is life. But like, I've never lost a friend, and I've never lost someone who just literally like here today, gone tomorrow. Like it wasn't sick that we knew of, any of that. Like it's just difficult. And then it was just drama, just the drama of it all. Like my life literally felt like it was something out of a movie earlier this year. And I was like, I just need to get back to Austin. Like I felt so trapped when I went home. Like I was physically trapped because of the storm. I wasn't about to get on the road, and like even though I have a Jeep, I just wasn't about to do it. But the blessing and the curse, like I said, of it all is just, I'm thankful that I had my family and friends who were just there for me, especially my mom. Like, I mean, some days I woke up and she was like shoving a hot plate of food in my face, and she's like, good morning. I'm like, why? And then I grabbed the plate. I'm like, why are you giving me a hot plate? Let me wake up. But when I think back on it, I'm just like so grateful for her. Like, I don't even know. Like, oh my God, I don't even know what I would have done, like, honestly. So with all that being said, these past 3 months have just been very difficult mentally, emotionally, physically. Sometimes I feel like I couldn't even get out of bed. Like it was just a lot hitting me back to back. And even my boss was like, she felt so bad for me, and she's like, you know, Tanisha, when you get back to Austin, we need to talk about you taking a break. I still haven't really taken one. I do have my birthday week off. I always plan my birthday week off, but I'm trying not to cry again because it's just a lot. But I sought out, you know, I got talked to a therapist, which was helpful. But I was just like, I literally like never thought that I would have PTSD from going home. Like I never thought that. And so with all that being said, I couldn't bring myself to sit down and vlog or pick up a camera because I just wasn't happy. Like I was sick, going through depression, which I feel like in the past I've gone through it before, especially when my father passed away, because that was such a difficult year for me. And every year after, since he's passed away, like sometimes I won't even realize, like, oh, it's November, like this is Thanksgiving. Like my father passed away 2 days after Thanksgiving. And sometimes I'll just get sad for no reason, and then I'll randomly look at the date and be like, oh my God, this is like near the anniversary of my father's death. Like he passed 2 days after Thanksgiving and like a few days before his birthday. Like what a cruel world, you know. But anyway, I don't want to make you guys sad, but I did want to pop this little footage in here and just kind of tell you where I've been. But I do plan to be back vlogging. It's taken me this long to really get my motivation back. I didn't actually think I would even come back to YouTube, to be honest, because I've just been over everything when it comes to like social medias. But YouTube, that's one thing I can't give up. Like even though I wasn't watching much YouTube during this time, and I'm just now catching up on my favorite vloggers. Like I just caught up on Kyra. I just caught up on Chelsea Janae. That is my girl. I love her channel. I just caught up on Jasmine's vlogs. Jasmine, Danielle, and it's another Jasmine I follow. Sometimes when I see the notifications come through, I'm like, oh, which Jasmine is this? And I have to always remember, like, Jasmine, there's Jasmine Danielle, then there's Jasmine, I think her name is Ardell, if I'm not mistaken. But I have so many people to catch up on, and I'm finally doing it. I'm finally getting back motivated to vlogging, so I'm so excited to be, like, I picked my camera up this past week. Wow, what a big deal. But yeah, so I'm sorry to give you guys a sob story, but it's literally been a sob story. Yeah, so anyway, that's where I've been. So hopefully you guys stick around. Definitely more vlogs to come. I'm really loving the vlog. I still, like, I realized I was editing part of this vlog yesterday, and I thought to myself, man, I really love editing vlogs. Yeah, so I think it's a creative in me, and I love, like, editing. It's just so fun to me. So I'm gonna end this here, and I'm gonna finish editing the vlog, and hopefully it'll be up tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Peace.